guys, it's Lydia here, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you 4 spring braids. About a year ago I posted a video, 3 spring braids, and that was the first video that I did my new background and everything, so I thought I would do a little throwback video and do 4 spring braids since spring has just come and I'm so excited, and I feel like spring is the perfect time to experiment with braids, so I hope you enjoy this video. Let's dive in. So for this first hairstyle, we're going to be doing a half-up crown braid. So what I'm going to start out by doing is making a part. I'm going to do slightly to the side, but it doesn't actually matter. So then you can let out some pieces around your face if you'd like, and then pick up kind of a medium-sized section, split it into 3, and begin braiding under. Now the important thing about a half-up crown braid is you're only going to be picking up hair from one side, and on the bottom, just braid normally. So again, pick up hair from the top, bottom, braid normally. That's going to make it kind of half up. And as you're going, you want to make sure to not kind of be slanting downward because you do want this to go all the way around your head. Make sure to keep your hands high. And as you're going, you do want to pick up slightly smaller sections just because it's kind of easy to pick up really big sections and then it not look as good at the end. So try to go slightly smaller to get a more detailed braid. As you come to the front, make sure to go up again because this is a crown braid. Some pieces, just make sure to let it out as you're braiding and don't wait till the end because at that point it's probably going to be too late. And then once you get to the top, just braid down all the way down normally. Okay, so I'm going to stop and quickly pull it apart because I know I want it to be nice and big and fluffy. At this point I've kind of braided as much as I can even though the ends are still kind of long. I'm just going to secure it right here and then fluff everything out. And so then once you've done that, just pull the other braid over and pull it under the beginning of it and pin it in place. So I'm going to start out by pinning up top right here so I can get it into the position. That way I don't really have to be holding on to it and trying to pin and everything. And then I'm going to pin underneath the braid over here. I feel like I used to do crown braids so much more, and I've kind of stopped, so it's fun to get back into it. And then if you have a really long tail like I did from the braid, just stuff the whole thing under it and pin it, and it should hide nicely. And that's it. If you wanted to, you could always add some flowers or accessories and that would be really cute, but I'm just going to leave it as is. I think this is super cute, definitely perfect for spring and festivals and summer and just that messy festival summer look and spring look, which I love. So I hope you enjoyed this hairstyle as much as I do. That's it. This next hairstyle, you're going to start with a deeper side part, and then on the side with less hair, go ahead and pick up a section of hair, split it in 2, and we're going to make a little rope braid. Now if you don't want to make a rope braid, just twist the 2 sections and it will be like twisted and cool, but for me I'm going to go the extra mile. And so for a rope braid, all you're going to do is twist the 2 sections towards your face and wrap them away. But if you don't want to do that, just take the 2 sections and twist them around each other to just make a cool twist. And then just slowly add in hair, whether you're going to be doing the rope braid or not. Add in little bits of hair at a time to make either a twist or a French rope braid. And you want to make sure it's nice and small and detailed going next to your hairline. Once I've gotten behind my ear, I'm going to stop and just do a regular rope braid all the way down, Or if you're doing the twist, you would just stop and keep twisting so we can secure it out of the way. So for my rope braid, I'm just going to secure it right here with an elastic. But if you're doing the twist, I'd recommend just pulling it back and pinning it in the back of your head underneath some hair. If you need to, you can pull out little bits of hair to make it a little more detailed or more puffy. But once you get it the way you want it, that is it for this hairstyle. I think this is so pretty and detailed, but just like so little, so you can't really notice it, but when you notice it, it's just so pretty, and it's really easy to do. This next hairstyle is really simple. What I'm going to start out by doing is picking up a section of hair right at the crown of my head and splitting into 3. Then all we're going to do is a simple French braid where you braid over the middle section and incorporate hair as you go. I recommend for this braid to take in smaller sections to get a cooler, piecier look. Once you get to the end, just secure it with an elastic, and I'm going to quickly go in and pull apart the French braid. And then I'm just going to encourage any little baby hairs in the front to fall, just because I like the way that looks. And if you don't want them to fall and they are falling, just go ahead and pin them back. And then lastly, I'm going to use a topsy tail tool to wrap some hair around the elastic. So just stick the topsy tail through your elastic with the hole pointed up, then take a piece of hair, wrap it around a couple times, and then stick it through the hole and pull it through. This just makes the hair wrap so much easier to do, and these things are super inexpensive. I will link them below if you're interested. But if you don't have any, you can just pin the hair wrap in place. And there you go. This is super girly and romantic, and I don't know, it's just so beautiful and springy and perfect. For this last hairstyle, let's do a good old-fashioned side braid. So you're going to start out by parting your hair on the side. I'm going pretty deep just because that's how I like my side parts, but you don't have to if you do not want to go that deep. And then just pick up a section at your part line, split it into 3, and we're going to do a Dutch braid. So that's where you braid under the middle section. And I want you to incorporate smaller sections as you go. They don't have to be tiny, but a little bit smaller than you normally would. And braid in all your hair, but if you want to, you can leave out some pieces around your face. And then once you've done the Dutch braid, just split your hair into 2 and do a fishtail braid, but braid under for the fishtail braid because that's going to make it look better and go with the whole thing because everything's been braiding under this whole time. And to fishtail braid, all you do is just have 2 sections and trade small sections from one side to the other. It's not that complicated once you get the hang of it, but if you'd like, you can always do a regular braid or any other braid you'd like for the rest of the hair. Quite gotten to the end yet, but I want to pull it apart because when you pull apart the braid, it uses up all the ends you have. So I'm just going to go to each section of the braid that I crossed over and just pull on it. One thing I would recommend that I forgot to do is to pull apart the Dutch braid before you do the fishtail. That will just make things a little bit easier. But if you forgot like I did, it's not that big of a deal. It's just going to have a little less room to work with. It's going to be a little harder to pull it apart. And then just secure it at the end with an elastic, and you can pull it apart a little bit more if you'd like. And that is it for this hairstyle. It's simple and sweet and just a classic. enjoyed that video, click over here to subscribe and click over here to watch some more videos of mine. And be sure to tell me in the comments below which one of these hairstyles was your favorite. And please tell me what videos you'd like me to do next, because I love hearing from you guys and I try to do as many of your suggestions as I possibly can. And be sure to give it a like if you enjoyed it and share this with a friend who would love some spring braids. Alright guys, bye.